Alright, hey guys, happy Thanksgiving to anyone who's celebrating today. This review was planned. Been trying to do it for the past few days, but haven't been able to. Simply because of time constraints, and I can't really film at night because, as you know, at night it gets very dark. And my little ceiling fan light, where, that way, there, doesn't really cut it. Before I get into what I was going to do, I don't know how many of you do this, but I like to collect state quarters, and I have the entire set currently. But the last two for this year are Hawaii and Alaska, respectively, and it's their national parks. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's not really coming out too well. That's the Hawaiian Volcanoes National Park and Denali National Park. Little bighorn sheep in the front. Yeah, they're doing the America the Beautiful, so it's like a lot of state parks and whatnot. But the real reason for this review is I have Joey, the RID version. I'm calling him Joey for some reason, I don't know why. And I have his big brother Mikey. Yes! I finally acquired the first edition Vehicon. I'm absolutely happy about this guy. Went to Toys R Us on Monday, which, if I pull this up, was the 19th. Yep, went on the 19th with my buddy. Saw this on the shelf, and I'm like, mine. Had to be mine. I'm like, yeah. But, yeah, where did I go? Dropped Mikey's little gun. But I've already even done some custom work. And I know that's not really show accurate, but it looks amazing. I didn't get my eyes on screen. Yeah, I put a little silver paint in the front grill areas. Yeah, if I had a more steady hand, I'd actually, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to take nail polish remover, which has acetone in it, and I'm going to just wipe over the front to hopefully keep the silver paint in the crevices and keep the black on top of that. That might look cool. And then the other thing I did was I took my red Sharpie paint marker and did in the taillight bars, which on Joey are only 3, but on his big brother Mikey there are 5, which, not a big deal, but still pretty cool. So everyone knows how Joey comes apart. You pop the arms, swing the whole top of the car over his back, over his front, spoiler, roof, front windshield, spoiler, roof, front windshield. Come inside here, take the front of the shin guards with the toes and pull them down. Then take the outside edges of the car and pull them out to the side. I always use the right arm as the weapon arm, so I don't ever flip the hand out on that. And then the other side, swing the arm, pull the hand, kick him back. Best part about little Joey is the head reveal. And then you can take his weapon and the notch on the arm and you can plug it in. I've started doing a little bit of silver paint apps in there, and I'm going to continue it to the outside. Repro labels. Make him a set. It would go a long way. Not just Not like the Arms Micron ones, but like a g generic set would look really cool. But I like him. I mean, it's kind of funny how his weapon is a lot bigger than his brother's. Aww, but I see the point. And now on to Mikey. Mikey pretty much comes apart in the same fashion. But you gotta finagle his arm sections out, and they just swing off to the side here. Like that, pop it out, swing off to the side. So then at that point you can take the hood and that pops up. Take the tail section, flip that over, swing this all the way back and all the way up. And the instruction manual does this wrong, because the way it tells you is to take everything. There are 3 swivel joints. There's the upper swivel here. There's the joint. There's this middle section of the arms, and then there's the waist. What it wants you to do is it wants you to spin everything around at the waist. That doesn't work. So what I do is I pop that arm forward and just swing the top around, because that's how it's going to fit. And then come around to the back, take the hood, pop that under, and that swivel joint, slide that down. And then you can go underneath, pop the wheel out, and if you didn't know what I saw I'm doing on the other side, take that front grille section, pop it out, take the wheel, pop it forward, lift that entire outer section, and then go about straightening the leg. Then you're going to pull that down and swing out the toe, set that down, and then I like to bring the wheel back in and kind of form like a calf muscle. So, as Emgo says, second verse, same as the first. Pop the heel down, pop the toe out, and then I just like to set that front section against his heel as a little bit of added stability, because it works, I will admit. Then do next is I like to pop that up. Sorry, woman at work's sick, so she's giving me what she has. So pop up that lower section of the chest, slide that up, then I swing his head forward and tilt it back. So when I pop his head down and then slide it up along the joint, his antenna are not, the little antennas on the sides of his head aren't catching on his chest piece. And just slide that in place, get the head up to a spot where it will work. And I've only been able to get the arm to do the disappearing hand trick on this side. It will only work on the left side. I don't know why. It won't peg in on the right any better. There we have the gun arm. And what I like to do is in the instruction it tells you to take the front wheel or the back wheel and swing it down, which is okay. Not a huge fan, but it works. Kind of fills him out. Pop that down, hand out, windshield in, bottom of the door, swing this down to fill out the arm. And then wheel down for the elbow. And that in a nutshell is Mikey. Now, I'm not sure why this is doing it this way, but I'm pretty sure that the chest is supposed to peg into the arm. I'm sure about that because it's how it looks, but it doesn't. It absolutely will not plug in properly. There goes the gun. It just won't plug in the right way. Now, I'm not sure if it's something I'm doing or not doing. But it just won't stay. That's kind of a downer, but it is what it is. Now, the gun. Now, I'm going to put him off to the side, stand him up, and we'll talk about the weapon. Hopefully he'll stand on his own without leaning too far forward. Now, the weapon. Small. I like it. I love how this piece will peg into the front of the car mode, so you can do like the pseudo car raising the gun gimmick from the first episode. That's nice. That's a nice touch. But if I try to plug the gun in on the right side of the on his right hand, the interior cuts don't work right. So I wind up having to do this on his left hand, and it sits. It actually fits really well. It fits snug up against his folded in hand, and it works. A few little silver penny taps like I did myself, and it works really cool. Now, I know a lot of people have done this, but size comparison time, and I'm not sure how well I can do this. Size comparison. Oh yeah. First edition definitely bigger than his RID brother. But if I had to do preferred, I'd go with the RID. I'd go with this guy because he folds away he folds away beautifully. Sure, his forearms are a little wonky, but his forearm is hollow completely. But that's just how it works, and there's very little backpack to speak of. And all in all, it works. On like 10 or 12 levels, it works. Plus, I'm a very good customizer, I like to see. Next thing is try to get a purple marker, and for repro labels, I know I'm doing it on the backside, but on the first edition, he's got all this nice purple marking. I'm not sure how well it's coming out, but like there's spaces on the front of that of the car mode that have this really cool, this really nice looking purple to them, and I want to have stickers to put on my first edition, my RID, to make it look better. I think it would work, but that's on them if they want to do that. But love the first edition. Got him at, like I said, at Toys R Us for $14.99, and very happy with him. I'm hoping to get the Arms Micron Jet Vehicon at some point. I'm still trying to get a hold of a bunch of the Arms Microns, but that's a different story. But anyways, that's enough for me. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey and stay frosty, guys.